Hi dear students, so we have studied about the significant figures. Now we will discuss about the rule for arithmetic operations with the significant figures and as well rounding off the figures. These two simple topics that we will discuss today. And regarding the rules for arithmetic operations with the significant figures, the major two rules are there. The first one is for multiplication and division, and another one it is for addition and subtraction. In the case of multiplication and division, it is actually the significant from multiplication, the significant figure of the resultant value or the result should be equal to the significant figure number of the quantity with which we are multiplying having the least significant figure number value. That means you have to focus on the individual value with which having least number of significant figure, and whatever that number, significant figure number, that should be the number of the significant figures in your resultant value. You have to focus on the quantity with which you are multiplying or dividing and should have the least value of the significant figure. With an example, you can easily understand that one. First of all, let us go for that as an example. Here we just focus on that to that figures only, and don't go for that units. So it is 4.237 divided by 2.51 it is, isn't it? Where you can the numerator is having the significant figure number 4 and the denominator is having the significant figure number, it is 3. So the quantities with which you are dividing or multiplying, in which in this case division, and 2.51, that is the figure number significant figure number 3, that is the least value of the significant figure, isn't it? So the resultant value should have 3 number of significant figures only. It is 1.69. Actually the value is little bit lengthy, but we have converted or cut short that into 1.69 or rounded that one into 1.69, that is to obtain 3 significant figures, as per the rule. I think you understood this one. Now let us come to the rule of addition and subtraction. In addition and subtraction, we are not focusing on the significant figures, else we are focusing on the decimal point and how many decimal numbers or decimal places are there. In this case, in the last case, in the multiplication and division, we have focused for the least number of significant figures, but here we are focusing on the least number of decimal places. In addition or subtraction, the final result should retain as many decimal places as are there in the number with the least decimal places. Let us go for an example. In this one, you can see the sum of the numbers. First one, it is 436.32, 227.2 and 0.301. In this one, the decimal places on the first value, it is 2. It is 2. Second one, it is 1, and third one, it is 3. So as per our result, the resultant value should have only one decimal place. But usual by the mere arithmetic addition or the usual way, whenever you are add it, whenever the resultant value should be obtained as 663.8 to 1. This is the value you got as per the usual addition method, but we have to round off that one into 663.8. that means where the decimal place is only 1, then only it will obey the rule, isn't it? So suppose if you are having another number like this one, suppose 2.33 plus 2.5. okay, 2.5. that means 4.83 will be the answer. 4.83 will be the answer, but here the decimal places in this one is 1, so your resultant value also should have the decimal place 1. You have to round off this one, and as per the round off rule, if you are going for the rule of rounding off, then the 3 will be neglected and 4.8 will be the final answer. So let us come to the rounding of the uncertain digits. How to do the rounding off of the uncertain digits or the figures. Okay, actually there are 3 major rules. The 2 of them are given as the first point. It is given, okay. The preceding digit is raised by 1 if the significant digit to be dropped is more than 5. okay, suppose consider okay, the example it is given over here. Here the preceding number, it is mean by the preceding number means one number that you have to remove. The other number, that is the number which is very closer to that number, it is the preceding number. Okay, the number which we have to remove is known as an uncertain digit, and that we have to remove, or from that portion onwards we have to remove. Okay, so such a number, if that number is more than 5, then the preceding number will increased by 1 or raised by 1. Here in the example it is 2.746. so the uncertain digit it is more than 5, then the preceding number will be raised by 1, that is 2.75. okay, are you following? The preceding digit is raised by 1 if the insignificant or uncertain digit to be dropped off is more than 5. Suppose if the uncertain digit or insignificant digit is less than 5, then the preceding number should be remain unchanged. Okay, there will be no changes in the preceding number. Here example it is given 2.73, where the uncertain digit or the insignificant digit it is 3, that is less than 5, and hence there will be no change in the preceding number, that is the 4. So it remains as 2.74. Is it clear? Okay, now let us come to another one, that is if the insignificant digit is 5. okay, that means in the previous case we have discussed about if it is less than 5 and if it is more than 5. So now we are going to see whether if the insignificant number it is 5, then what will be happening to the preceding number? Okay, what change should that we have to do in the preceding number, whether it will increase or whether it will decrease, or if any other changes will be there, that we are going to see now. Okay, so if the insignificant digit is 5, here the convention is that if the preceding digit is even, okay, the change will be like this. If the preceding number it is even, then there will be no changes, and if it is odd, then it will be raised by 1. So example is also given, that is 2.745. You can see that the preceding number it is even, so we are removing 5, and there will be no changes in the preceding number, that is it's an even number, so remain unchanged, and the resultant will be 2.74. Suppose if the preceding number was an odd number, and here is the example is given, that is 2.735, and when we are rounding off that one, the 3 should be raised by 1 because it is an odd number, then it become 2.74. So I think you are now familiar with this rounding off rules, and as well the arithmetic operation based on the significant figures, the rules for the arithmetic operations based on the significant figures. Okay, so just go through this one more time. In the textbook some more examples are given, go through that one also, and study this one thoroughly. Okay, then thank you.